Well, and another podcast I actually heard that you're really into is the Aubrey Marcus podcast, and it's actually
Yeah.
helped you in a lot of ways. Do you mind explaining how that's helped you?
So I actually discovered Aubrey Marcus through the Rogan podcast, like most probably have. But that one is one of those very introspective thinking ones and like personal. And like people who know Aubrey Marcus like bring up like, oh, he's like, you only like him because he's a hallucinogenic advocate and he's like into doing LSD and DMT. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, like it's honestly less about that. It's more of like trying to learn about yourself and
Oh, yeah.
understanding who you are and your thought process and how people perceive you and how you perceive yourself and all that in introspective thinking. I think it's good for everybody. And like I was saying before, like sometimes I just want to listen to the Bill Burr podcast and hear just funny shit. But when you like everyone, I feel like could get something out of listening to that podcast. His guests specifically are really interesting, and then
Yeah.
like make you think a little bit. You know?
That's one show that I'll say that has interesting guests. I mean, let
Yeah, for
alone the
sure.
conversation, but he has like some really interesting guests on there.
Yeah, he does.
And I mean, I saw a posting like that you posted of, I guess, him talking about like just loving yourself too. Like you can't really expect people to love you if you don't, fill yourself with
Yeah,
love. I thought that was like a
yeah,
really strong words, and that's the first time I've heard something
absolutely.
like that.
And well, that's the thing, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that this year. You know, it's like spent being quarantined for half the year, and it's like you kind of have to kind of look inward and
Yeah.
understand more about yourself, and you have to love yourself first before you can love anything or anyone else. And it's important. It's important for sure, and that's why I shared that. You know, because I don't know. I don't know if I'm crazy thinking that way, but I think everyone should love themselves for sure.
No, and that's one of those things, and I was just pondering it too until I actually saw that video. It's one of those things like you think about, but when you hear someone else kind of say it, like, okay, this confirms it that what you were
Yeah,
thinking is real.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. Because yeah, like you, like if you just think of it yourself, you may not think of it as like, well, it's like whatever, you know.
yeah.
But if you hear someone else say it, and you're like, yeah, okay,